That breaking news, Cleveland police have now charged a 28-year-old mother with 2 counts of aggravated murder in the deaths of 2 little girls found in suitcases, buried in shallow graves in a field in the South Collinwood neighborhood. Aaliyah Henderson was arrested after police swarmed a nearby home on East 162nd Street last evening. We have also learned those girls were 10-year-old Amor Wilson and 8-year-old Mila Chapman. As this investigation continues, a community continues to come to grips with the depths of this heartbreaking tragedy. That includes a man who says he is the father of one of those little girls. News 5's John Kosich spoke with him. He joins us now, live from that neighborhood.
Do the impossible, make sense of the senseless. Surrounded by friends for support, the man who tells us he is the father of one of the victims visits the site where the bodies of 2 girls were found this week, partially buried in suitcases. We're not disclosing his name, his face, or his daughter's name until confirmed by police.
She is happy, always smiling, always cheesing. She was a kid's kid, girly girl, kid's kid.
He told me he's been trying to get custody of his daughter, who was about to turn 9, for 5 years, but hasn't seen her for 4. As the girl's mother, he said, was constantly moving.
In the last 5 years, I done had so many different lawyers. Even the lawyers couldn't get it. They told me if I don't have no address for her, there's nothing we can do.
He saw the story of the 2 girls found on the news, not knowing who they were.
Me and my friends was just talking about how the world's sad with these little girls they found. Come to find out, is my daughter and another young lady that I was a part of her life too.
He said it was only when he heard the names of the victims, still unconfirmed by authorities, that he called the police tip line.
I contacted them, went up there at 7 in the morning to dot all the I's, cross the T's.
And submitted DNA sample, he said. Cleveland police did not respond to requests to confirm. He said his daughter and her half-sister had a special relationship.
She loved her sister. She loved her sister because I was around with her more. So she loved her sister like the typical big sister, little sister. You know, knit-knat, mess with her, annoy her, but they love each other. Just happy. Family. Yeah, just a family, just want to be happy.
And as we come out to live pictures of the growing memorial here at the site off East 162nd Street, and we want to mention again that the medical examiner has released the names of the victims. And Deshaun Chapman, the man who we were talking to there, is the father of 8-year-old Mila, but he said he was also very close with Amor. So this is hitting them all very hard right now. And Katie, I want to tell you that as we stand here, Cleveland police are back at the house going through where they made that arrest last night as this investigation continues.
Just wanted to be together, just wanted to be happy. Like he said, seeing their beautiful faces, John, it is just growing in pain for so many, including that father. Thank you for that perspective, John. And again, Cleveland police have charged Aaliyah Henderson with 2 counts of aggravated murder in the deaths of her 2 little girls. Community activists are organizing a vigil for Amor and Mila. It's planned for tomorrow afternoon at 4 o'clock at or near where they were found at East 162nd in Midland. We will be there for you and continue covering this story.